Welcome back to Mak Ranked. I don't really know Mak yet that well. I'm still gonna go for a gold tier skill. And with that I guess I'm gonna go for a burn build. They did nerf Fiery a lot. It used to be 6 burn, now it's just 3 burn. But I still think it's pretty good. And there we have a burn item. I don't think any of these are really worth it. I'm gonna reroll here. This is not a bad item. Just reduce the cooldown a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy this just to get a little bit stronger. Passive lifesteal, which is nice. But it's definitely an item that you want to buff up as much as possible. And then I'm gonna go for Pyro because I have the fire skill. So I would really like the latter. Now one thing to consider with Mak is he only has 200 HP. So for example the Kyber drone that you can usually beat with no items, you will not be able to beat with Mak. Just because he doesn't have enough health to actually survive. So yeah, you need to be aware of that. Now the sulfur I'm gonna try to transform because it gets the fiery enchantment. And with fiery you then just want to stack the burn on it in whatever way. I think that's the plan. And we did just get cinders, but that's alright. They changed the last crate, now you get a medium item, but I am gonna go for that, see what I get. That I don't think is useful here. Of course it would give the Shard of Obsidian damage, but I just don't think it's worth it. And here, I don't really want weapons right now. So I think I will lose the first fight anyways. I'm gonna buff this up a little bit. It might just make a difference. Alright, I forgot that. At the Strange Mushroom with Mak you can actually get a potion. So I'm gonna go for that. Haste potion is not that bad. Gonna haste my items a little bit. I still don't think I'm gonna win this, but the first fight is always RNG. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, he is kind of weak, but because of the toxic seashell, he's just gonna stack poison, so I don't think I can win this. Also, he has regen, he has shielding, so yeah. One big change they actually made is lifesteal now also counts as healing. So, when the Shard of Obsidian attacks again, you saw it went from 12 to 11, which before only happened with, well, healing, actual healing, but now that also happens with lifesteal. And of course, other items that scale with healing will also benefit from lifesteal. Here I'm gonna go for middle.
I'll help you find who does.
I'm gonna buy the potion. It sounds really fun. I'm gonna reroll this as well. Can sell something. And I think I'm gonna play the candles. I'm gonna sell this, I don't need it. I'm just gonna get the candles. I do use quite a few small items, so it's gonna get charged out quite a lot, which is really good. And then I'm definitely gonna go for Final Flame.
I'm impressed.
I'm not sure which one triggers faster. This is 6.7 cooldown. Actually, I could put this next to the candles, then it's 8.6. Gets charged 2 seconds, so every 4 seconds. So in the 8 seconds it's gonna get charged twice. This is gonna activate once, so it's definitely gonna cast. So I think it's faster than the sulfur. So for right now, candles are better. And I'm also gonna put the sulfur next to this, just because the 4% cooldown reduction on 7 seconds is more than on the 4 seconds. So that's gonna make me a little bit faster, even though it's gonna make the beginning a bit slower. I'm gonna go for Mandala. I just show my rightmost item even though it says leftmost. Ah, leftmost medium item. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for sulfur. Let's see what we get. Fiery sleeping potion. That's not too bad. But also unfortunately I don't have any ammo skills or something. Do I beat the rogue scrapper? I think I will stack the burn. So I am gonna go for him. But of course I'm really weak with only 250 health. But yeah, now I only have the shard of obsidian to charge the candles. So... But I do apply a lot of burn. And I heal a little bit. I think he's dead. Nice, really good.
Disgusting creatures.
That is kind of useless. It's kind of nice in this, but... And I think I'm gonna upgrade a bronze tier item. But I'm not sure if I wanna upgrade the candles or the hourglass. Maybe even the shard of obsidian. I think I'm gonna go for the candles. It's quite a bit more burn, which isn't that bad of course. And then here I'm gonna go for non-weapon items. I'm unfortunately not gonna get the level up. I'm gonna buy the sulfur again and try to transform it. Gonna reroll because I do have a little bit to sell. I don't really think upgrading the sleeping potion does that much. I'm gonna sell this to give this more damage. I'm just gonna get another ammo. If I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. I thought it would go to 2 ammo. Maybe not. Well, obviously not. Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
I will leave you alive to learn the lesson. I seek the ultimate secret.
I'm still not sure if I can actually win this. He has a very similar to me. I am a little bit faster at the start, but he does burn more.
I lost everything long
but I was
before
faster.
you were born. This is nothing to me.
And she only has 2 more burn on the candles, so...
After all these
Nice.
centuries, there is still more to learn.
I never really used to take bronze tier loot items because you couldn't get cinders, but now I will. The sharpening stone is perfectly fine. And of course the 2 gold. If I go for a bronze tier reagent or bronze tier item, it's just gonna be 1 gold. Here it's 3 gold. So that's really good. I'm gonna play the potion just to try it. I'm gonna go for the XP. I don't think I'm strong enough to beat most fights. So yeah, I think just going XP is perfectly fine here. I do want to keep my money. So I'm just gonna go for the free chocolate bars. Chocolate bars are still really good because they give me more health. And especially on Mak with the very low health, they do a lot.
I win!
I do think I beat the Eccentric Etherite because the burn, even though shield counters burn, I do think it's gonna be stronger. And yeah, as you can see, I burn a lot.
Knew that
Perfect.
would happen! Didn't care! Woo!
And obviously getting rigged is always amazing. Just makes the start a lot faster. And here I'm again gonna transform an item. And I'm just gonna transform the leftmost. That's not that bad actually.
Life is revealed.
And here upgrade a bronze tier item. I'm gonna upgrade the hourglass because it's gonna give more cooldown reduction. So the cannons are gonna trigger faster, which is really good. Now I have a lot of money, so I'm gonna go for the silver tier items.
Lovely this time of year, don't you think?
Is it normal that you can get just the same item again? I feel like that happened to me a lot of times. Maybe they changed that. I didn't realize they did, but this is a really cool item that I think I definitely want to play. But unfortunately it doesn't really work well with the candles. I'm still gonna play the Shard of Obsidian as well, because I feel like now in the early game it actually gives me a lot of strength. Now I don't have any freezing yet, so playing this is probably not worth it. So I'm just gonna play like this and try to drive the candles
You are a child.
as much as possible to burn as much as
Go
possible.
ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
He doesn't have a full board. Okay, he does deal a lot of damage. I don't have any region unfortunately, so I think I'm just gonna be dead here.
I paint my
And he
ship
crit.
red, but I don't use.
That's of course a little bit unlucky, but now I don't have a lot of money, so I'm just gonna go for the ducks. I think I'm gonna get a tool. I just kind of useless, but it's at least some money. I guess I'm just gonna go for weapons. I don't really know this hero, so that I don't think is worth it. I don't think any of this is worth it right now. Could of course go for like a frozen flame build, but I don't think I really want to.
But bare hands are not enough.
I feel like the cans are actually a really cool item, so I might try to play them the whole game.
Or I can play with a knife. Your choice. Ah, you gold-praying ski-waller!
Nice. So here, of course, I just go for the max XP. That's not the worst item to buff up those two, but I don't really think it's worth it here. I might heal and gain regeneration later, but I think for now, Peaceful Eye is just better.
I'm proud of you.
Now, do I want to transform something? I might try to transform like the Shard of Obsidian. I'm gonna get an Obsidian enchanted item. But I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm gonna go for Kina. Gonna see what she gives me. That's not too bad. But look here, it actually tells me that it gets 1 more ammo. I'm gonna try it again, but I still think it's gonna stay at 1 ammo. Yeah. What's that? That's actually not too bad. Durable with 6-second cooldown. I feel like it's actually really good here. Just because it doesn't have the ammo. And it's just another burn item. And I might want to play the cellar. It's gonna reload my items. I think I'm gonna play this over one of the shards of obsidian. I'm gonna sell this now.
Use that for the good of all.
Because the shard of obsidian has 4 seconds. If I get the reload on the energy potion, obviously it's amazing because I get haste and everything, so everything gets faster. Here, this also has 4-second cooldown. When it gets reloaded, it also burns 10, and it's also for 5 seconds. Here I burn for 6. So I just think it's more worth it than 1 shard of obsidian. Now I don't have a lot of money. So I think I'm just gonna go for the chocolate bars for the free ones again. Get 50 more health. And then we hope that we can win. Let's see.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna burn fast enough and well, enough, but I am burning a lot. Nice, that's amazing. Now I'm just gonna go for the temporary boost. I'm gonna get some bonus health. Of course, 80 health isn't that much, but it's also not the worst. I don't have a lot of money, and health is just always nice, even if it's just 50 health. It's gonna stack up over time. And I think I should be able to beat him, because they do actually burn a lot more than I would have expected. I like he's already at 60 burn.
The Bazaar has many secrets.
Just
I
loot
will
item again.
uncover them all.
Hope for burn. Gunpowder is also absolutely amazing. It's really good. I'm just not sure what's going to be the best item to give that. Probably the energy potion, because I think I'm going to play that the whole game. The Noxus potion I don't think is really worth it. And here's so it's a 4-second cooldown, it's a lot of burn. So that might actually be better. But I think the energy potion just hasting everything. I don't think I want to ditch that later. So I just think that's the best one. Here just monsterified to get XP.
If my boots don't blow up.
Okay, Shadow Cloak with the Shard of Obsidian could actually be kind of fun. But of course Pleasure Reload would be the very best here. Then I'll just try to get as much courage as possible.
starting to think.
And that I don't need any reload items like the cellar. But I'm just gonna try to crit as much as possible. Yeah, that's okay. Apparently I can give that crit chance. Maybe it gets double regeneration then, I don't know. But I'm just gonna give it to the candles. 14 is pretty good, but it can be, well, in theory 6 more, so I think I'm gonna gamble for it.
Take
I go
your
for the medium
time.
items.
I'm pretty laid back.
Don't think I want any of those. I mostly just want the upgrade on the candles. I don't really understand that item. So when you use a potion, transform it into a potion. So just meaning when you use a potion, it gets transformed into some other potion? Or does the recycle bin get transformed into a potion? I don't know. I would guess it just transformed the potion into another random potion, but I'm not sure. I definitely don't think I'm gonna play this.
That's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Nice, 19 gold. So the gamble did pay off. And I am actually considering, I think I'm gonna ditch the Noxus potion, even though it gives me more burn. Just having the higher probability to get the reload on either of those is better. And this only has a 4-second cooldown, it has more burn, so I think it's worth more than the Fiery Noxus potion.
If you knew my true purpose, you would stand aside. I have faced 82 foes exactly like you. People are a pattern.
Fiery Cooling Ink, it's interesting. He actually has a lot of lifesteal on this, so I really need to kill him fast enough.
Oh, please, share with me your
But the
secrets.
5-second slow here helped a lot. Just slowed it down so much.
This world is full of noise.
So yeah, here I'm just gonna go for skills. And I'm gonna go for the crit skill. The reason I'm going for skills is just very simply, well, skills are strong. I don't really want weapons, so I'm gonna transform something, and I think I'm just gonna transform the Fiery Noxus potion, partly because I just want to know what happens. Oh, you can later actually transform large items. Alright.
My mind glows. I
That
see
is pretty good, actually.
everything.
It's a very slow item, unfortunately, so that's why I'm gonna put it here. But still, it burns actually quite a lot, and when you slow this gains +1 burn. I would kind of like to upgrade that. I think B1, B2 is now until day 8. So yeah. Okay, I definitely want to play the energy potion again. I guess I'm gonna play it instead of the terrible. Because the 1 regeneration doesn't do enough. I don't think I can beat the Lich. The Lich is so strong. I might. I don't want to risk it. Like, I actually think Mak is really fast. But here I can get Jury Raker, even the Powder Keg could be really fun. So, yeah. Jury Raker would actually be absolutely amazing. Like with all the if you play a lot of potions, just getting them reloaded.
A waste of my time. But
Even the
I
Rainbow
do have
Potion
plenty.
is good. I don't think I'm gonna play it. Maybe it slows, burns. might be better than one of the shards of obsidian, and I think it is. Even though it's a lot slower. But it just gives a lot of utility. Haste and cooldown items are pretty good. But I'm gonna go for the fight. Unfortunately I just got an item, but that is really good actually. 11-second cooldown is really slow. But I think putting this probably like this. Getting this to cast 2 times is really strong. And then also reloading, of course the reload as I said is really slow, but would I want to play this? I don't think so. And the question is really, do I maybe want to put this here? Just haste everything. It's also gonna haste this. But I think because it has the 2 ammo already, and it already perma-haste pretty much, I think it's better like this. Of course it's not gonna perma-haste for the whole fight, but long enough. Let's use this. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take that. I think it's good enough. Don't want to really put it on this. I'm probably gonna put it on the energy potion or on the rainbow potion. Actually, probably on the rainbow potion. Because I just want the most cooldown reduction. And 5% of 7 seconds is more than 5% of whatever that is, 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So yeah, let's see.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you. When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
Okay, he's really strong. I would really like to get the other more. I don't really want small items, so I'm just gonna go for probably a tool here. That is completely useless. It'd be fun to stack up the shard of obsidian, but yeah, not here, not now. No, I'm gonna just what's it called, transform the shard of obsidian and see what I get.
My power burns hotter, melting away impurities.
That feels like it's kind of useless. I'm gonna go for slow skills.
This thick, slow river, you'd understand.
That's kind of good together with the shard of obsidian at the moment, but I'm gonna reroll this because I don't think it's good enough. I don't have a regeneration item. They do have a poison item, but not really. So I'm gonna go for the slow targets, get a little bit more crit chance. Unfortunately not that much crit chance, but good enough. Now the question is, can I beat Radiant Corsair? I am gonna burn a lot, but I don't have regen, I only have a little bit of healing. I'm gonna try, but I'm really not sure.
The whole bazaar will be my nest.
Hit the boiling blast, that's a little bit unlucky, but probably not the very worst. It's really good that I'm slowing down the anchor so much. Okay, I actually easily beat him because I slowed the anchor that much. So it's basically a 26 second cooldown. But if I'm playing against the Radiant Corsair, I should have definitely put the energy potion next to the boiling flask, as the rainbow potion doesn't do enough. And that is absolutely amazing. Probably one of the strongest skills. Gonna go for Pearl Stick set. I don't know if it's the best, but it's the most fun. That's a crazy potion. Is that a prop? Ah no, just because it's a small item, right. Smelling salts are actually really good. I'm gonna take them.
Looks like the
Because I do kind of have a slow build, more or less. Like a slow and burn build, those two together. Even though I'm probably gonna just the fireflies. Fiery fireflies. I'm gonna put those two here and put this here. Haste the item to the left of this. Don't really want to haste this. Which item do I actually want to haste? Probably the candles. Maybe actually the fireflies. I do already pretty much have infinite haste. Maybe even the Shard of Obsidian. Just to get more activations, to get more charging. That's probably worth it, just because I have so much burn on this. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Here I think I'm just gonna go for the health. The health is just really strong. I'm gonna go for a loot item. That's of course amazing. If I put this here, it does get the 5% cooldown reduction. I think if I put this here... Yeah, now it doesn't have the 5% cooldown reduction. Now the real question is... Yeah, the insect cream still goes on this. So with that I actually reduce the cooldown the most. That's of course a very specific mechanic and a very... well, fringe case. But yeah. Of course, usually with percentages, it doesn't actually matter. Like in theory, but in practice, because of rounding errors, it does matter. And it matters more than you would think. So it's just good practice to do that. It's gonna make you the strongest. But as you can see, I already have 170. I think the 250 burn applied, but he does heal a lot. But I did beat him, nice. The Spider Mist is a really cool item. I love playing that. But yeah, again, I think one thing that makes it really strong is the sleeping potion. Because I'm just slowing down the enemies so much. I'm never gonna play this anymore. And with that I have enough space to go for chocolate bars, and max health is just really important. And it's also a guaranteed upgrade with everything else. There's a chance to get something good, but... Well, Pearl Stick is pretty much the same, but you always get a free item, so... Poppy Fuels are good, but I'm not really playing a weapon, so I don't think I want to play this here. That is funny. Probably pretty good with, I think it's called Satchel. That gains regeneration when you reload an item. Okay, I'm gonna roll one more time. But I think here I just have to ditch. Tonight. Yeah, that's just
That belongs
12
in a
gold.
museum. But I guess you can keep it.
So with that I just lose less. I just sell 10 items. Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth trying to stack up the value. Now the Infernal Frigate can give me the incendiary bullets, but I think I'm fast enough to beat the dragon. And if I get the dragon skill, I'm gonna be really strong. So I think I have to try it. So as you can see, I already have a lot of burn applied. And I am slowing quite a bit. Oh, nice. Absolutely amazing. I would just hope for the skill. Even the Dragon Heart would be decent. Let's see what we get.
My subjects survive my
That is not worth it, unfortunately.
Another step forward on my path.
I don't I might want the crit, but I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go for a random enchantment.
Mine is sad.
Can be something a lot better. And Fiery is a lot better. That is the absolute best enchantment I could have gotten. I'm gonna go for enchanted items. See if I can get something crazy.
And also merchandise.
I mean, I'm gonna buy this.
From the Imperium.
It's shiny. Shiny is always nice. But no, I really want one more ammo on this guy. It's kind of crazy. But first of all, I don't have the money, and also I want to use small items as much as possible. Gonna reroll here, see if I can get something good. Shiny sapphire! I'm getting so many shiny items. Do I want to play the shiny sapphire? It has 9-second cooldown, that's very slow unfortunately. But at the same time it's basically a 4.5-second cooldown. And it's gonna freeze 2 items. So that's really good. That might be worth over the fireflies. Yeah, I think that's better than the fireflies. I think I'm gonna do this.
Tell me, mortal.
And I'm gonna put them all the way to the right, so that I can put the smelling salts next to them. I want the hourglass next to it, of course. And there's still the rightmost item, which is important for the final flame. Oh, the rightmost fire item. And I think with that, of course I lose the 5% cooldown reduction from this, unfortunately. But I do think that's worth it, because it charges anyways. And I have to do it like this here, it's 7.4 seconds. If it would go down to 6 seconds, it would absolutely be worth it. But here the breakpoint, because it's 2 seconds, is 6 seconds or 8 seconds. And so this is completely fine. Yeah, but without this it's 8.5, so I have to put it next to the hourglass, so... yeah. I don't have that much money left, but I'm still gonna go for skills.
Are you prepared?
I think I have to go for gunner. Just getting another ammo on those items is, just in this, is so important, is so strong.
Is my reward.
Just for the multicast, yeah. I actually have 2 shiny items,
When we are finished, may
and
I
2 items
set you
with plus
for
1
study?
multicast.
You are a child to me, and I
That
will
usually don't have multicast, so that's... I think it's a cool build. This crazy item. again, I'm just burning so much
If you think you've hurt my
that I just
feelings,
burned them down.
I assure you I have.
And everything is perma-hasted because of the energy potion and because of the smelling salts. So that's really good. But I do feel like now, with all the ammo and everything, I think I can get rid of the smelling salts. I don't think they're useful anymore. I just don't know what for. Now we're gonna play this. I think I'm just gonna go for this, look for a small item. That is a pretty good upgrade.
I've got 4 legs because I carry this company.
It's not useful. I think I'm gonna reroll. I can sell something. Get something good. That's funny, but not really needed. No, I don't think I want any of those. So I'm just gonna go next. Here I'm just gonna go for 200 max health. And I'm pretty sure I'm fast enough to just beat the roaming isle. And of course what I would really want is a fiery tropical island. Even though they nerfed the scaling, I still think it's really strong. So you know, it drops the citrus or coconut. And when it's fiery, it drops fire, citrus and coconut. Which used to scale 1 burn of your leftmost item when you sell it. Now it's 0.2. Which obviously is a lot weaker, but I still think it's really strong. I think I want to go for slow skills, because what I really want is when you slow and
When I complete
Worth
the
it.
great work,
when you slow freeze.
the plenty.
And I got that, that's really good.
A journey of eons.
Don't have another friend, right? No. So I think that's better than the smelling salts. I put that somewhere here, so that this gets a 5% cooldown reduction from my skill. And that's pretty good. I'm just gonna go for the monster fight, of course. Get the XP, get the money. The Uzi would be a really good item to charge this guy. Like, just as quick as possible. That is not needed. By the way, I have to look. I need to change this for a second. 7.1, so it's still not really worth it. I don't think I want to transform any item. I could transform the Shard of Obsidian. I would really like a better item now. But for now it's just a 4-second cooldown, so it's just a 4-second charger for the fiery candles. So for now I think it's better. So I'm just gonna go for medium large items, see if I can maybe get the upgrade.
I love them all.
Yeah, I don't think I need any of those. Get a small reagent. I think I'm gonna buy this.
Grand Society of Mister. Anyway, thanks.
I don't think I want to sell them, because I can transform all of them. Can maybe get a good item out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Let's hope we can beat the fight. Let's see. I am pretty strong, I am burning really fast
You
and
should
a
know.
lot.
I'm a bit of a
But of course
legend.
there's always one-shot items. And well, I was gonna say I don't have too much health, but he actually has a lot less.
Like my crew says at the bar. Another round!
I don't think he really has the best build. Because I feel like the powder keg, you should only really play it with an ammo build with this skill. He did have 40% crit chance and did not crit. That obviously helped a lot. But yeah.
Each new discovery, the formula of
And just
life
loot item
is
again.
revealed.
Sure, I'll take a sharpening stone. Not the best, not the worst. Can't just keep stacking up the damage here. And now I'm gonna go for the shop. Pretty much mostly just to see what I get here. Items in 100% good. I don't think that's worth it. I also don't want to upgrade this. None of this is really useful. I am gonna reroll because I do want small items. Quicksilver could be interesting. Because after 3 seconds it's an activation that charges the fire candles. That's really fast. I don't really think I need the Shard of Obsidian anymore. So I'm actually gonna play this. And it's gonna transform into any small item I have. If it's gonna transform to the pet rock, it's really bad because I lose my crit chance. I basically lose 20% crit chance. But I still think it's worth it, at least for now. And here I'm just gonna go for the max health for the day. Just try to be as strong as possible. Try to win the fight. I'm not gonna go for Void Golem. He's just cheated. So I guess I'm just gonna go for Trash Titan, because Boss Harrow can't really give me anything too good. And he actually has a few items that aren't too bad, but I also don't think I would use any of that. That is an amazing item. That's crazy. So with the fact that that can happen, I should probably put it there.
Man or beast. Sometimes it's hard to
Hardly is a lot of fun. I'm not gonna get the level up, so I'm gonna go for the XP. Because like with that I'm gonna get the level up. And I think I just want to go for a random item for servitor items. And I actually think I'm gonna do this. Because as I said, if this transforms to the pet rock, it's a slow item that doesn't really do anything, and because then the pet rock is not my only friend anymore because I have 2 pet rocks, I'm gonna lose the crit chance. So I just think it's too much of a gamble. And yeah, I'm gonna go for sauce items. Actually, I might just go for the chocolate bars. Yeah, actually I'm gonna go for the chocolate bars. Even though I don't have a lot of money. I could actually sell those too. Yeah, and I will. To get the 10 gold chocolate bars, the premium ones. To just be as strong as possible now.
Hear my sister's laughter.
Is this upgrade an item? I don't think this is gonna go to 6 seconds. So upgrading the hourglass doesn't really do a lot. So I think I'm just gonna upgrade the candles again. Of course the upgrade on this is also pretty good. But I think the candles are the most important. Like it was just 8 more burn. So with that I'm gonna burn a lot more. Because it also activates really fast.
If you knew my true purpose,
So yeah, that's
you
probably
would
the most
stand
worth.
aside.
My fight isn't with you.
And again, I just want to play tempo. I want to win as fast as possible. He has a lot of shielding. That is a bit scary. That unfortunately doesn't do that much. I think he's gonna shield too much. I'm burning a lot. I do have Fiery Rebirth, which just triggered.
Bring her about!
I
Got
actually
another
won.
salvo in
Well, that was obviously entirely on Fiery Rebirth because that already triggered. But yeah, this guy's really strong. I basically got lucky to win this. Of course, I'll take it. Now again, just fight a monster. Void Colossus is dangerous. Because when your enemy uses an item, and I do use a lot of items, he's gonna burn me for a lot. And I'm gonna burn for more. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Nice. I also froze this, that was a little bit lucky.
What strange creatures prowl these streets?
See what we get. You burn haste, that is amazing. Probably not needed, but still really good. Here I'm just gonna go for 13 regenerations, a lot of regeneration. I don't have any healing or regeneration right now. Well, except for this, but it doesn't really do that much. I could just go for haste and charge skills, but I think I'm gonna go for the time and tier skills. See if I can get something crazy. That's not needed. None of this is needed, I'm gonna have to reroll. That is actually amazing, because I have Fiery Rebirth, so when I get to below half health, this is gonna Giga Charge. Gonna burn the enemy for a lot, and then I'm gonna revive, but this is gonna stay at like the Giga burning. I'm gonna go for the Master Alchemist, because he has good tools, he has decent items.
If I mix the sulfur with the copper resin.
That's unfortunately absolutely not needed. But yeah, just losing the 1 XP. And also, I'm not even entirely sure if I would have beat that guy, because I activate a lot. So he's gonna freeze me a lot with his iceberg. So that's just dangerous. Here I'm definitely gonna go for chocolate bars. And I guess I'm just gonna sell this for now. I want to be as strong as possible, and the health is gonna make me stronger. Yeah, it's only 50 more health,
I seek the ultimate
but
secret.
it's just a safe, guaranteed upgrade compared to transforming the small item, which could be anything, which could be transformed to anything. Okay, he has a really strong build. And he proposes exactly this. That's a little bit painful. But yeah, as you can see now, it just has way less cooldown. So now I'm burning him for so much that he might kill me. Okay, now that was fast enough. Nice. And his grenade ran out of ammo, so that's really good. I don't really need large items, so I'm just gonna go for a temporary boost and get some health. And here again, I didn't want to sell this yet. So here I actually went for the silver tier ones. I'm gonna get a loot item. Regeneration is not really needed, but I'll take it. I'm definitely gonna go for the veteran octopus. It's the most XP, and I would really like to get hyper focus. I would obviously ditch the boiling flask to just charge this guy even more with small items, and he's gonna get 30% cooldown reduction. So yeah, let's hope we can get that.
Another specimen for my collection.
Yeah, okay. Obviously that's the highest probability to get this. But I still got 5 XP. I should have sold that actually. I was a bit too fast with that. Here I'm gonna go for the mysterious portal anyways. Remove your weapons.
Every action changes future. Form is too deep for you.
Yeah, I don't think that's really worth it. Could just upgrade it. But I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna give it 25% crit chance. It's a little bit sad to get that guy like exactly when I kind of don't need him.
You will not survive alone.
Don't need items, I'm just gonna go for a freeze item. And I got a second sapphire.
My power
I'm not gonna
burns
play it.
hotter, melting away impurities.
Okay, now I'm gonna upgrade an item again. I'm gonna upgrade the hourglass. More cooldown reduction is amazing, of course. How much cooldown does this have now? 6.8. So because the charging actually has a 0.2 seconds internal cooldowns, most often called, the breakpoint is actually 6.6 because in 3 charges, so 3 times 2 seconds, 6 seconds, and then 3 times 0.2, 0.6, so 6.6. So I'm barely there with one more feather. It's actually going to be more worth to put this to the right. For now, I'm going to leave it here. And I'm just going to go for the fight. Hope I win, of course.
Alive to learn the lesson. Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
The Ethanol builds are really strong, but I have a lot more health because I was basically just spamming chocolate bars. And I'm burning him a lot more than he burns me. And where did all my health go? The shrinking potion, I guess. And I guess he used it twice. He has 2 shrinking potions. And used that one 3 times, that one 2 times. That is crazy. Like, from 8,000 health I went down to 2,000 health. I triggered Fiery Rebirth, so I did win. But man, that was crazy. That was really unexpected. It's a cool build. Like, just, you don't care about the health of the enemy because you just reduce it by a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna go for weapons. I'm not gonna reroll, I'm not gonna buy anything, but nothing really did anything. And with that I at least reroll this item. That's useless. Now I'm hoping for a feather. It's unfortunately just a silver feather. I should calculate the XP actually. If I only get a 3 XP fight, then I'm still gonna get the level up, so I don't need the Vial of Flats. I'm gonna go for the Insect Wing. I unfortunately now don't have an item without it. Actually, the lane is without a cooldown, right? So if I put this like this, the skill is not on this. But the Insect Wing goes on this. Perfect. Amazing. A little bit complicated, but... Okay, 6.7 sec... Yeah, oh, that's the problem. Now I'm at 6.3, now I think it's worth it, because again, the charge has the internal cooldown. So if it's going to be charged 3 times, it's actually going to take 6.6 seconds, or even 6.3 seconds with haste. So that is pretty much perfectly the breakpoint. So even when I'm hasted, I only need 3 charges now. Because with hasting, the 0.2 second cooldown, or the internal cooldown of 0.2 seconds goes down to 0.1 second. Because it's hasted, so it's just twice as fast, so yeah. Here I'm gonna go for Volca's Enforcer. Because if I don't go for Volca's Enforcer, I'm not gonna get the lever up. And I think I can beat him just because of Fiery Rebirth. But he is obviously shielding a lot, which counters burn. She's freezing a lot. Yeah, I went down to half health. This cooldown just halved. And I went pretty crazy. It activated 11 times. 10 times, 9 times, that's a lot. I'm not gonna need that item. Oh, I guess I miscalculated. I would have gotten a level up even with 2 XP. But that's fine. Got our safe and sorry anyways. Yeah, here of course just go for the guaranteed upgrade, go for the burn. I have a burn build, so that's the very best. Same goes for going for burn skills. I don't think I want that. It's just one more burn. I think I can do better. This is amazing, but I think this is better. This activated 11 times, so this would get 22 burn, like at the very end, which with Fiery is actually 44 burn. So I think that's just really good. Here I'm just gonna go for the XP again. It's really nice that the sorting of those options is now consistent, is not changing every time. So that was really annoying. I did actually. It only happened once, luckily, but I actually lost the fight because I didn't have the level up with the enchantment. And because I misclicked and got I think it was a diameter item that I got. Yeah. Alright. 72 second freeze. He just perma-froze my whole board. I couldn't do anything. I'm not even sure how he was that fast. Of course he was fast, but... Okay, so he has this. It started a little bit, but... Okay, that's why those burnt that much. I mean, he got it down to 8 seconds. So, and this triggered 2 seconds, 2 seconds. And then later just the solar farm. As soon as those triggered, which they did at the start of the fight pretty much. And then that thing went infinite. That is I actually want to rewatch that. That was actually a really cool fight. Yeah, it's just gone infinite. Like, obviously I'm sad I lost that, but but I can't even be mad. That's a crazy build. Well, I'm gonna go for the enchantment, just because it's fun. Well, I feel like obsidian is kind of useless. I'm gonna go for a random enchantment.
So dull.
Gonna just put
Let me
that
brighten them.
maybe on the hourglass. Yeah, let's just put it on the hourglass, see what I get.
My journey has been long. It won't end here.
No way. I got another shiny item. That's absolutely crazy. I have shiny boiling flask, shiny sapphire, shiny hourglass, and fiery candles. With, by the way, a 5.1 second cooldown. Man, that's crazy. That's absolutely amazing. I still think that's worth the most. If the cooldown is getting halved, it's gonna go to 2.65, which actually 2.55, which isn't the very best breakpoint, unfortunately. So I would like some more cooldown reduction on this, but of course I already have so much. I'm just gonna go for gumballs, just because they're a guaranteed upgrades and crit chance is always good. A tiny little bit of health does something, and yeah, the damage, well, it does a little bit, similar to the health. Doesn't do a lot, but not nothing. It at least does something. I'm gonna go for Lord
I
Arkin.
assume you're here to give tribute.
The guy on the very left wouldn't have actually been too bad because he has good skills. Or a potion build. I don't have that many potions, but still.
You have started a war today.
Here I would really like the unwavering. Yeah. Obviously
Another
that
step forward,
would be
the
really lucky. Okay, let's see. Can we get a feather? I mean, I'm kind of complaining, but that's an amazing item, obviously. Doesn't give that much more restoration, but it's still absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna go for stealth items. See if I can get something good. I don't really think I want this. That's a cool item, if you get that early. The Plague Glaive. I really want to make the Plague Glaive work at some point. But I think it's really hard because of the 10-second cooldown. Of course, with the, especially with the shiny hourglass, it's gonna be a lot less. Like now it's gonna be at around 6.7 second cooldown. But yeah, still, let's say 7-second cooldown, still a lot. And I would only reach that with a shiny hourglass, so... Yeah, but none of this is really useful. I unfortunately didn't get more experience. I don't really need medium or large items, I'm just gonna go for the temporary boost. Get some bonus health. Get to 9,999 health. It doesn't show right now, but that's the health I have right now. And I'm just gonna sell those because it's the last fight anyways. Let's hope we can win. And yeah, let's see. Definitely was a cool build. All of the shiny items and the fiery candles. The candles seem to be a really cool item. I definitely had a lot of fun playing them. Yeah, but you see 9,999. Oh, he's also playing the candles, but with toxic and potion distillery. But I do think I will win this because I just burn a lot more. Yeah, burning is a lot more aggressive. I just go down to 2.6 second cooldown with the... where is it? The Living Flame. I scale up my burn by a lot. Like I want to rewatch the fight just to see where the burn was at the end because I didn't actually pay attention to that. So you can see with every activation it gets 4 burn basically. Yeah, so 114 burn at the very end. And it was kind of close for him to kill me the first time. Then I would have still had Fiery Rebirth. So yeah. But he has a really cool build. He has a lot of ammo. Because of the potion distillery. Alright, that makes sense. He has Golden Gunner and the potion distillery. But yeah. He actually also got a lot of regeneration in the fight. Yeah, he has a cool build, definitely. He did deal a lot of damage. Like, all of that did quite a bit of damage, but he kind of has a very split build, so he has a bit of poison. Quite a bit of poison, but still. He has quite a bit of burning and a bit of poison, a bit of damage. But I just have Giga burning. I'm just stacking my burning. I didn't really care about anything else. And yeah. The burning is just really strong. It's a lot more aggressive than poison. And if you only stick to one thing, it's usually gonna be stronger than if you have a little bit of everything. Like, if he only goes for poison, and he stacks up the poison just to a point where I have so much poison that I just pretty much die in 1 second, then of course the poison is really good. But otherwise, usually just going for damage, or especially just going for burn, is better. So especially the Soul Ring. Of course it's amazing with all the regeneration he got, but I still don't think it was the best choice to... Or maybe it probably would have been the best choice to ditch the candles then, and instead go just for a full poison build. Go for maybe some healing, go for the... I don't remember the name, but when you heal, it gains poison. Maybe go for the Ouroboros statue, something like that. But yeah. So yeah, that was a crazy game. That was really fun. I tried the candles, and I'm having a lot of fun playing Mak. He only got released yesterday night. And this is actually my second 10 win. My second game, my second 10 win. He is very strong. But I feel like he's a lot of fun to play. Seems like it's not loading, but yeah. Just the potion mechanics, all the charging mechanics he has. I feel like he's a little bit like Dooley. He has a lot of build variety, a lot of... because he used a lot of small items, and you can combine all of the small items in different ways, and yeah, so I think it's a really cool design. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.